everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new Netflix original series. It's called Fishbowl's Wife. It is a Japanese show and this show has the 8 episode and the show is based on an adult manga. When I saw that, that explains why. I thought this show had interesting character like Sakura and the guy she was seeing in this show. I thought both of them had really good chemistry. And the story, Sakura's story, you do feel for her when you see her, like she is in such an abuse relationship in the show. Like this show starts with you see like her husband is really bad guy, so no point. So I guess there's no surprise that she runs to this Fishbowl, the shop owner, which is like, it's no surprising. So she lives in this high-rise apartment building. We see many other women who lives in that building. The story, this show essentially is about all these women. They start cheating on their husband, like we see in each episode, each woman's their cheating story. I guess this show is based on adult manga, so it explains why the show is too adult for my taste personally, which is fine. This is a adult type show on Netflix, but if I want to make a review on this, I think this show, the Sakura's character is interesting, but unfortunately the way this show ends, it will piss you off. You're like, oh my god, what the heck? This show wasted your time. You'll feel like end of this show. I'll get to the ending in a second. Throughout the show, it is like this show is extremely slow paced, and some of the way this show was shot. So I don't know if it is a soap opera show or not. I was feeling like I was watching a soap opera. The way this show was shot, it's not like your regular television series, I will say. So the show is extremely slow paced, and yet there was some scene I liked, like all the scene between Sakura and was his name? That guy. I think his name was Yakua something. Ayota, his name. So I might be saying his name. So I really like this two character story, and however, obviously Sakura's husband supposed to be the bad guy in this show. His character so many times he will piss you off when you're watching it because the way he was treating Sakura. That is why this show's ending you will feel total BS. Because end of the day, this guy, so I'll go to the spoiler now. If you have not seen the show, it is a spoiler warning from here on. Because end of the show, we see Ayota and he's like about to give everything to Sakura. He's trying to protect her from this mean guy and whatever. And end of this show, we see like, she's just gonna leave him and go to him. And I was like, Sakura's character, she doesn't get anything, like, because this guy, he abused her throughout the show. He just one scene, he tells her that, oh, I love you, and she just forgets all the abuse she endures in this show. So that is like, doesn't make sense, because like you are like, oh, why you are going back to him? I guess also throughout the show, you will feel like you wish that Sakura, she stand up to this guy because he's such a bully, and that is why, what was he saying with all the lawyer, like, oh, I always loved you, I just wanted to say, I was like, oh my god, that is like total BS. This show had a potential, honestly. All the other women, their story where like, where you see them each episode, like they come and do stuff, like they cheat on their husband, you see, and one of the guy, he actually makes his wife cheat, like this show is definitely very adult. Like when you watch it, you're like, oh my god. I'm like really surprised how Netflix they made this show. So, but I do imagine this show will be hit some places. People will like watching this kind of show. Because at the end of the day, wasn't that recently one of the show on Netflix was huge hit. So, this kind of show gets like a lot of click on Netflix. So Netflix sees that and they greenlit based on that. That said, I thought Sakura, she had a better character arc in this show. That is what I didn't like about this show. That is why I felt waste of time, Her character arc wasn't that good. I really felt about this guy, Ayota. He was really nice to her in return. Like, I really like how this show was always centers on the fish. I personally really like all the goldfish, you know, and but I thought this show was definitely weird to watch for me. Unfortunately, I'll say the character development was really let down for me. And that's my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on Netflix show. Please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Take care.